Abuja native set to storm court and stop WIKE from parading himself as FCT minister. Welcome to the news and please subscribe to our channel. To get notified when we post hot juicy news update, please click on the notification bell. But I thought he was appointed a minister. It isn't, please. It isn't detail, please. Dana Bala, a legal practitioner of a spokesperson of the Atiku Abubakar presidential campaign during the 2023 presidential election, has said that Abuja natives are planning on filing a motion seeking to stop former Rivers State Governor Nyesom Wike from parading as the minister of the Federal Capital Territory. Bala said the native decided to embark on the suit following a ruling from the Presidential Election Petition Court judgment stating that Abuja is like any other state. The native will allegedly approach the court for an order mandating the federal government to allow them to produce their governor and 3 senators. Speaking via his X account, formerly known as Twitter account, the legal practitioner expressed delight at the development. He insisted that such a move would enrich the country's jurisprudence. According to him, following the Presidential Election Petition Court judgment, which states to the effect that Abuja is just like any other state, I'm hearing that the natives of Abuja are approaching the court for an order mandating the federal government to let them produce their governor and 3 senators, among other peculiarities of a state. I am also hearing that Abuja natives are going to file a motion on notice seeking the order of court restraining Wike from parading himself as a minister of FCT pending the hearing and determination of a suit. That they will seek for a temporary order directing the chairman of Abuja Municipal to administer the FCT as an administrator pending the hearing and determination of the case. Wow, this will enrich our jurisprudence. So, after all, when Lagos was Nigeria's capital, Lagos was also a state. FCT natives have been begging for a mayoral status. Who knows, God may have answered their prayers by giving them a state status. The constitution would now be required to be amended by the consistent with the judgment by the court. Well, there'll be small move against. But truth be told, though, Shana no say wala dey for Abuja as better things useful Abuja na so wala, because the security status of ABJ, you know good, and their security status. In fact, I can't say say Wike go fit cope for this place. You know, Wike was in the south now, south. Where they say the security, their yigi yaga no reach there. All the whole the way they happen for the southeast. You know, even Wike hold the ground. You know, reach inside. And true, those people Wike no be their problem. You understand? Wike is I am for everybody and I am for nobody. Now be. You get? Now that is by the way. We all know that days back was the verdict where we had the last verdict on the what's it called, the 2023 presidential elections. And the verdict where we hear, you know, many people it spoiled their belly. People no chop go that place. I pity for them. I pity them because it really spoil their belly. In fact, that particular judgment, they enough to give you running stomach. It did enough to give you stomach ache. If it did enough to give you ear ache. Some people went there with high hopes, but everything was dashed. Now, people are coming out to say, Abuja people say, okay, as a say, no be we talk this one. Cause don't kuku say Abuja na like any other states. Make them kuku they treat ABJ like any other states. Make them organize the election and make them, make them appoint make them elect their own governor, make them appoint their own senators. Now we say Abuja people they talk now. Though I'm hearing people coming out and say, but the FCT was bought with Nigerians' money, and so as courts kuku when they pass the judgment, there's no reason and go like that. Okay. That will be so interesting. We cannot wait to see who will argue otherwise. The corrupt Nigerian judiciary has set in motion a state of confusion and litigation because they have decided to lie against the truth. They will remain defending their support for illegality. For illegality, I fear for Nigeria. Make we see the kind we going to cover this particular one now. If something favor and I'll call am grace, even if it is bad. But when it goes the other way, I'll call am another thing. Hypocrites people everywhere. This thing is not a matter of calling it grace. Abuja was known as Abuja, the Federal Capital Territory, right? For judgment, then talk say Abuja no be Abuja again. Say Abuja be like every other state. People can say, okay, as course, Google don't use their hand talk this thing. God, they don't even butter their bread. Make them do them well. Now you can't dey talk say they go their way, no go their way. Go how do you mean? Ignorance is a disease. Instead of advocating or agitating for constitutional amendment, they want to chase their shadows. Now the constitutional amendment they chase now. Nah. Okay, with this action to be heard, so is a good move. Which action? It is not every case that goes to the court that has merit. What facts and verifiable evidence do they intend to place before the court to warrant this removal? No, a person will carry case go cause the win. The presidential election petition cases are good example. Okay, not be person will carry case go cause the win. Alright, Abuja does not belong to Abuja natives. They have compensated and relocated out of town. Abuja is for all Nigerians. Then go talk say they know. But judge say those judges say listen they call her. They say lie. You understand? Say Abuja be like every other state. Now make them do what they do. Okay, but they have been made a state by the PPC. Thank you. Now PPC now make Abuja state. But I don't listen to the verdict. What is WIKE State in Abuja? He's supposed to have been dissolved by the PEPC by way of judgment. Abuja entity should give him quick notice immediately. Like people living in other parts of the country, they deserve elected officers, governor, members of State House of Assembly, and a state capital, since they are not special. That is smart thing. Since FCT is not special, their votes must count and they are not different from other Nigerians. Even in the US, all states are not equal by the electoral college votes they command. Some states are more special than others. You believe this is the case for the court? For your information, the solution can only come through legislation or constitutional amendments. Make me see how this one will turn out. That is my own. Your hatred for WIKE is driving you to another planet. I don't think this is about hatred for WIKE. Yeah, this is a good and welcome development. The judiciary says Abuja is now a state. Good. Abuja should now produce their own indigenes as minister. 3 senators. House of Reps. Thanks APC and Nigerian judiciary for the new interpretation. Alright, on this note, you have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for turning in to listen. Until I come your way next time. Enjoy the rest of your day.